pretty excited today because for the last 21 or so years we've had a business in San Diego called San Diego Rustic. It's a family business. I don't work there anymore. My dad and my sister do. They sell solid wood furniture from China, Indonesia, India, and Mexico. And recently my dad found a source where he could buy some big logs. So my dad's associate went up to Northern California and they chopped down some massive trees, or cut down some trees, and they milled them yesterday. And he's just dropping some slabs off here and gonna go pick up some more. So luckily we got the tractor here to help with the offload. Yeah? You can do it. I can give you directions if you want.
I know. This is my maiden voyage.
Okay.
I don't have 3,000 miles on it yet.
Wow.
So it's big, but I'm at the end of my years.
And more to the right? Okay, stop a minute. Now turn to the left. So yesterday a very nice man arrived at the office and he had a faux hawk or mohawk, and he was probably, what, 80 years old?
Yeah, about that.
And his hair was painted blue and purple and pink, and he was a pretty cool character, and we saw him during the day. Oh, basically he rented a tent. A stranger picked him up on the highway and threw his bicycle in the back of the pickup. The stranger dropped him over here and left. The guy rented a tent. He wanted to bring his own tent, which we told him we don't have our bring your own tent, but he rented one of our two-person glamping tents. We got a call around 1:30 last night. Didn't hear the phone call. This morning I checked my voicemail. It's the sheriff's department out of Wairika who came to pick him up. Somebody had called the sheriff's department to say that he was drunk and disorderly in public, and they're taking him to the drunk tank. And he's going to sleep there tonight, and he'll be back today. His bicycle's sitting outside the tent, the zipper's open with all his stuff inside, and hopefully he'll be back today, and probably in less of a party mood for the weekend. And also, this is nothing that really happens at this park. In 3 years of running this park, I think we've had the police here one time ever, and it was about something totally minor.
Well,
so this is not something that happens often. Our guests are very well behaved.
It's definitely entertaining, that's for sure. And it keeps us laughing and the mood light.
So, we haven't really talked about this on the video, but a few weeks ago, our longtime employee Jorge just walked up to me and said, "I quit." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I've got too much stress and pressure. I'm quitting." I'm like, "All right, see ya." He's been working for us for 2.5 years, and he's gone. And then maybe 4 days later, we have a couple working for us on the property, Dee and Allie. They were living in their trailer. He walks up to me and goes, "Hey, we're leaving today." I'm like, "Leaving for where?" He's like, "Oh, we can't work here anymore." Dee and Allie just hooked up their trailer and rolled out of here with, there was no issues, no problems. They just said they're moving on to bigger and better things. So we put some ads and word of mouth, and 3 guys showed up today miraculously, because that's very rare these days. People say they're gonna show up and they just don't. But the 3 guys showed up and we put them to work, and so far everything's running smooth. Back on track. The problem is people have been just letting their dog crap on the floor. They scoop it up, put it in a bag, and they throw it between the fence line and the highway, or pretty much anywhere where nobody can see it. I think it's disgusting.
Hi, Warren.
What
How are you?
happened?
What's that?
Camera.
It is.
Oh, it's just like that.
It slid forward off the shot.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? I can lift it up with the head.
Yeah, we can just lift it right up with the ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gotcha. You guys are together?
Monthly, we just lose.
Must have been up there red. So what is it?
Get your fingers. Go a little more. A little more up. There you go. Big spots, the big rig spots at the front of the RV park. There's a whole bunch of grass area in front. So all this grass area is just like a dead zone where people cannot park, they cannot make fires, they can't barbecue because we worry about the grass. So what we're doing is we're going to make a line pretty much from here all the way down, and we're going to put gravel from here forward. That way each spot will have about 4 spots to park their cars. They have friends coming over, make a fire, and we want each spot to look almost similar to Cheryl's. They'll have a nice grass strip. They'll have a long driveway to back their RV in. They'll have 2 spaces for car parking. They'll have another 2 spaces here for car parking. And then when friends want to come over and have some fun, they don't have to park far away. We don't have to come over and remind them not to park on the grass, and everyone's happy. So we have our neighboring property next to the RV park is a mobile home park. And 2 days ago, and then again today, they are burning. It seems like they're burning all the excess debris in a big burn pile. The problem is it's super windy today, and the wind is just blowing sideways. It's not going up into the sky, and it's basically going right across the whole RV park. Something funny that's going on today. We are pretty booked and there's a lot of people coming in. Somebody came to the office and said that somebody's in their spot, so I roll over there real quick on my bike and I realized that probably 4 or 5 people all side by side have gone into the spot next to their spot that they meant to. Now they've taken their electrical, sewer and water hoses and put it under their RVs or trailer to the spot next to them. I don't understand how people do that, because you always have to remember that the hookups are on the driver's left corner, and that's what you got to bring to the pole. So the gentleman that arrived a few days ago on a bicycle in a 2-person glamping tent that disappeared is back now. So I'm going to go over there and ask him what's up and what happened to him. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Where have you been?
I've been in trouble.
Oh no, you don't look like a troublemaker.
I know, but okay, I went to the pizza parlor. Okay.
Yeah.
And I laid down. I went in there, and I'm an alcoholic. And I hadn't drank in 10 years.
Oh no.
And I drank all
No.
their beer and went out and fell in the middle of the road. And the cops came and took me to
Oh shit.
Mount Shasta. And then the other cops came and then we had to wait there an hour and a half. And they took me to the other.
So how did you get back today?
A doctor that operated on me yesterday.
What did you need an operation for?
we broke this hip.
Oh, when you fell.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. This hip is broke.
When you fell.
Yeah,
That's no good.
yeah. The police took me to the drunk tank, and then I was still drunk. They took me to the hospital.
Oh,
and
you-
threw me in the hospital.
How you doing?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, well then you're probably familiar. So I stopped and talked with Susan and was going to give her the $50 for the extradition.
There's,
And then what happens tomorrow?
well, now, see, I don't know what I'm doing because I'm really bummed out over this whole thing.